A Nashville-based hardcore band named Lorona announced that it had fired its lead singer after he allegedly dosed the band bassist with estrogen as part of a bizarre play to steal his fiancée.
Yeah, I
The
found this
unusual
story
news.
too.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. The unusual news was shared by Lorona in a, I'm probably saying that wrong, in a series of posts on the band's Instagram account, which has since been suspended. Luckily, some of the fans were able to take screenshots of the revelations, which alleged that Lorona's lead singer, Diego, had been lacing one of his bandmates' pre workout supplements with high doses of estrogen in order to make him seem more feminine to his fiancee,
What a
with whom
weird plan
Diego
that
was.
is. I
Yeah, no,
mean,
that is weird.
I mean, like, okay, he's like pining. It's like a Jesse's girl situation where he's like pining after this dude's lady, and like of
Yeah.
all the things he could think of to like try to steal her, he's like, I'm gonna dose this guy with estrogen. I guess to try to make him like more feminine, so she'll fall out of love with him. I don't know. It's such a weird thing.
I mean, if you think about his options, like it's better than like any violent thing or poison. Um, and it's still subterfuge. Like you're still like not showing your hand. So I
Right?
mean, like I guess from his approach, it was the sneakiest, most effective thing he could think of. I'm sure there's other ways to do it though, but yeah, no, I mean he could have just slid into her DMs. But I guess he
um,
didn't want to give himself away. Maybe he was too cowardly to talk to her. But I mean, honestly, if it's your friend who's got a girl, you shouldn't be making a move on her anyway. Um, yeah, but okay, so he was apparently obsessed with her. For the last 5 months, Diego has allegedly dosed Llorona bassist Sticks with estrogen, which caused him to suffer serious physical changes from hormonal levels to stomach ulcers, weight loss, and muscle fatigue, as well as notable mental changes. We have decided to part ways with our vocalist Diego due to admission of very disturbing and concerning behavior towards one of our band members and their partner. Lorona announced on Instagram. He has admitted to being obsessed with said partner and has been attempting to sabotage their relationship by cutting pre-workout he frequently gets from his job with high amounts of estrogen in them. He has been attempting to force a transition onto him for the last 5 months in hopes that it would give the opportunity to swoop in once he looked stronger and more manly in comparison. Stupid caveman mindset that makes zero sense. The Rona also revealed that Diego's thoughtless actions confused Sticks and forced him to spend thousands of dollars in medical bills to figure out what was happening to him. The bassist now wants to have the last batch of pre-workout from Diego tested for estrogen as evidence in case he decides to press charges. He definitely should. Apparently, Diego was the one who confessed his diabolical plan in a series of texts while intoxicated. Many of the details have been left out due to the disturbing nature and to protect the privacy of those involved. However, he had allegedly admitted to being obsessed with Stick's fiance and to dosing his bandmate with estrogen. We would not know any of this unless Diego hadn't gotten way too intoxicated and outed himself and then stated an admission to all of this via text, the band wrote on Instagram. There are many more disgusting details that have been left out for the sake of privacy and general censorship. Diego allegedly tried to pass his confession off as an alcohol-fueled joke, adding that the workout supplements he shared with Sticks were always sealed. No one is buying his explanations. However, the bassist claims that apart from the protein, all the supplements were unsealed. The only sealed products he would provide were proteins, but the other products were always unsealed because they were tossed at his job if they couldn't sell it, hence why it was free. Six wrote. He also has easy access to steroids and hormones because of his gym practices. For now, Lorona's lead singer has been ousted from the hardcore band, but something tells us he will have a lot more to worry about if Stick's pre-workout sample comes back positive for estrogen.
Wait,
So, I mean,
how does his
hmm?
gym practices give him easy access to estrogen?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what his gym practice. Like, I guess he works for a company. Like, he has a job where like he gets access to that stuff. Like, he gets protein and stuff like that. So maybe somehow he's got access. I don't know what the deal is. But also, like, okay, so he makes this guy look feminine. Is she really gonna go after you? Like, out of all the people in the world, where are you in line on this situation? Like, she could probably go after somebody, more mentally stable for sure. Like this is how is he the next option? He doesn't know that.
And the other thing is, like, he must not have cared about this guy at all, because it's one thing if he's like, okay, I'll do this. This guy will look less manly. I'll swoop in. But then, like, this guy, ends up having all these other complications, like stomach
Yeah,
ulcers, all this, like, terrible stuff wrong with him. And this guy just, like, keeps doing it. And the only reason he got caught, like they said, was because he got so drunk he ended up confessing it in text. So it's like,
exactly.
this guy's got some mental issues, man.
Yeah, for sure. No, this guy is something else. Like uh, sociopath comes to mind. You know, what I mean, like that's very peculiar behavior.
It's just such a bizarre, like, thing to even think about. It's one thing to be like, oh, like, I'm crushing on my friend's girl, and, like, I'm gonna do something about it. But the fact that, like, that's the thing that comes to mind for him,
Right.
like, that's his diabolical plan. That's so weird. Like,
It
I don't
is
know.
weird.
Imagine if it would have worked though.
I mean, I don't think it would have though. This guy seems too crazy for any girl to like him anyway.
Yeah, you can tell, like,
Any sane girl.
this
Yeah.
guy's got to have, like, deep rooted mental problems.
Yeah, for sure. He would out himself at some point when he got drunk. Like you would see who he really is anyway.
It sounds like it, yeah.